Minister, I am delighted that the Government is committed to achieving its vision of a safe, fair and inclusive Ireland, where people are supported to flourish and to live inclusive, healthy and fulfilling lives, whatever their sexual orientation, gender, identity or expression. There are many issues which prevent LGBTQI+ people from achieving their full potential in Irish society, which are of a structural nature and require a whole-of-government approach to devising appropriate solutions. I welcome the National Inclusive Strategy 2019-2022, which contains a number of actions by Garda Síochána to deepen awareness among their frontline officers to better the LGBTQI+, their needs of, which is involved in victims of hate crimes and the needs of the community in general, and that is so important. It is expected that the Department of Justice will publish the hate crime bill in the coming months. The bill will create new aggravated forms of certain existing criminal offences where those offences are motivated by prejudice against a protective characteristic. The protective characteristic identified in the general scheme is race, colour, nationality, religion, ethnic or national origin, sexual orientation, gender and disability. It is important to create a republic which is founded on equality and dignity of every citizen. Fighting discrimination in all forms is one of Fianna Fáil's core principles, and we have committed to working for a fair and equality for society. In 2018 marked the 25th anniversary of the decriminalisation of homosexuality in Ireland. This decriminalisation was pioneered by the then Fianna Fáil Minister for Justice, Máire Geoghegan Quinn. Fianna Fáil's civil partnership legislation was followed by the marriage referendum. The Civil Partnership Bill was a major frontier in the recognition of loving same-sex relationships, and it was the first time in Irish law that gay relationships were given official recognition. And it included pension rights, succession rights, maintenance obligations and protection in the event of domestic violence, and these were crucial, Minister. Our recent welcome progress includes on March 2021, where the Family Leave and Miscellaneous Provision Act 2021, which amends the Adoptive Leave Act 1995 and enables adopted couples to choose which parent may avail of adoptive leave. The Justice Plan 2022 commits to publishing the hate crime bill in the summer. A review of the Equality Acts is underway and proposals are expected by the end of the year. Again, Minister, this is really important. I also realise that Minister Gorman mentioned in his own opening statement about additional funding for events and projects, and I know some projects had been cut this year, Minister, so I would ask that there would be an emphasis on funding for projects, or when the funding is needed, that there would be some mechanism there for funding. Now, I will have to say, Minister, a lot of progress has been made in recent years, but there are a lot of issues every day affecting the LGBTQI plus community, and I've spoken today and I speak with my really good friend John Paul a lot, and he's a really good friend of mine, but he highlighted to me today and many issues in my own constituency that are still occurring and that should not be happening. In Carlow, we have the Carlow Pride Festival, which is on the 10th of July, and I again have my diary totally booked for that day. I'm really looking forward to it. Minister, I see you're writing that down too, so I absolutely welcome you to that too. And the Carlow Pride Festival, they do great work every year, and they're great. They have a great advocacy, and they just work so hard. But however, they are receiving a lot of hate on social media, especially on Twitter. Even just this morning I spoke with them, as I said, and they had been getting messages, inappropriate messages, through this channel. Now, Minister, this is really unacceptable. Recently, a drag queen was docked at a Pride event in the South East, where their address was revealed and their workplace was targeted. They received harassing and inappropriate emails. Again, people should not be harassed for being who they are. And Minister, this is really, really unacceptable. There have been recent events of homophobic, and I know around Carlow town the pride flag has been found to be burnt in a local village. Now, I have to say again, that is unacceptable, so it is. There has also been homophobic abuse occurring at night when people are out socialising, and what they're telling me is this is happening now worse than when it did recently. Like, they feel in the last few months, John Paul has said to me that he himself feels that this is happening more regular, and it just isn't acceptable. But even at a recent vigil, there was a vigil recently in Carlow, there had been serious issues where members of the public filmed the event and posted it to the far-right extreme forums, and pages were all put on the social media. So I would say to people, I mean, you know, we always say in here, words matter, action matters. We have to be so mindful. We cannot do that cannot be allowed to happen, Minister. So we have to make sure that there is, whether it's an educational campaign, whether we, as I suppose, set up a committee especially to look at how we can do this. But Minister, we need to work on this. It's unacceptable, and I would ask you that we cannot and we will not allow this to happen to anyone. Thank you.